All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to pop the hood on India's development engine, a really complex strategy that's designed to power one of the world's most dynamic and fastest-growing economies. Let's dive right in.
I mean, that's a huge question, isn't it? When you're talking about a scale this immense, with this much diversity, figuring out a path forward isn't just some small challenge. It's honestly one of the great stories of our time.
And that, right there, is the key idea we're exploring today. The strategy isn't some single, straight road from point A to point B. No, it's way more like a complex, powerful engine, with all these different interconnected parts firing together to build momentum.
So, where do we start? Well, you have to start with the heart of the machine, the economic core. This is what generates the raw, foundational power for everything else.
Now, this engine didn't just appear out of thin air. You can trace its modern design back to 1991, with these landmark reforms that basically opened up the entire economy. From there, the focus shifted over the years, leading to where we are today, this massive all-out push on manufacturing and infrastructure.
And this isn't just a vague idea. It's powered by some really specific programs. You've got Make in India, which is all about turning the country into a global manufacturing powerhouse. Then there's the incredible build-out of highways, ports, and new cities, the literal pathways for growth. And, so importantly, you have digital finance, the plumbing that's connecting millions and millions of people to the formal economy.
But here's where it gets really interesting. It's a critical balancing act. This engine isn't just for powering big, shiny factories. There's a huge parallel effort to strengthen the country's agricultural and rural backbone. It's about modernizing farms while making sure villages get the basics, like good roads and reliable electricity. It's all about ensuring that growth is felt everywhere.
Okay, so you have this powerful core, but any engine, no matter how powerful, is useless without fuel. And for India, that fuel is its massive population, its human capital. So let's look at how the nation is investing in its people.
The strategy here is really smart. It's two-pronged. On one hand, you have this drive to create world-class talent through elite schools like the famous IITs and IIMs. But at the exact same time, there's this enormous effort to upskill millions of people for practical, everyday jobs through vocational training. It's a top-down and a bottom-up approach, all happening at once.
And that investment in people goes way beyond the classroom. A perfect example is Ayushman Bharat. We're talking about one of the largest government-funded health insurance programs on the entire planet. The goal is simple, but it's incredibly ambitious, to give a real health safety net to hundreds of millions of families.
And you know, this program doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's just one piece of a much larger puzzle. You've got programs for rural health, for nutrition, sanitation drives, affordable housing. All of these things work together with one crucial goal: to raise the overall standard of living, because that's what you need for long-term sustainable growth.
All right, so we've got the economic core, and we've got the human fuel. Now we get to the really exciting part, the modern superchargers that are just dramatically accelerating this engine's output. And those are technology and sustainability.
Look, when we talk about India's digital revolution, it all, and I mean all of it, starts right here, with Aadhaar. It's a unique digital ID for more than 1 billion people. You have to think of it as the foundation, the digital bedrock that everything else is built on top of. Without it, the rest just isn't possible.
And that bedrock supports what's known as the India stack. It's actually a pretty simple logical progression. First, you have identity with Aadhaar. The next layer is access, linking that ID to a basic bank account. And the final layer is transaction, the ability to actually move money instantly with your phone using UPI. It's like a 3-step ladder to get everyone into the financial system.
And the scale of this is, well, it's just mind-boggling. This whole interconnected system isn't just about paying for things. It's totally changing how government services are delivered, it's boosting digital skills across the country, and it's fueling one of the most exciting startup scenes in the world.
But get this, the acceleration isn't just digital. At the very same time, you've got this massive green energy push happening. You can see the national priority right here, a huge focus on solar, a lot of growth in wind, and a clear strategy to reduce dependence on fossil fuels. It's about supercharging the engine, for sure, but doing it in a sustainable way.
Okay, so the engine is built, it's fueled, and it's supercharged. So for our final part, let's zoom out and look at the global interface. Basically, how this whole machine is being fine-tuned to engage with the rest of the world.
This is kind of like the behind-the-scenes work a mechanic does before a big race. Take the GST reforms. Before this, doing business across India meant dealing with a crazy web of different local taxes. GST unified all of that, creating one single national market.
At the same time, you see efforts to strengthen local governments and use technology to make public services more transparent.
And all of that internal fine-tuning is what allows India to step onto the world stage with more confidence and strength. You see it in its active role in global organizations, in the push for new trade deals, its powerful voice in climate talks, and of course, in modernizing its defenses and sharing its culture with the world.
And really, this quote from our source material just nails it. At the end of the day, it's not about one single policy or one program. It's about the interconnected frameworks, the economic core, the human capital, the digital superchargers, and the global interface, all working together, all pushing in the same direction to drive this incredible transformation.
So, we've seen how the engine is built and how it runs. With all these systems firing at once, the question that we're left with isn't just about India's future, but about the world's. What does this journey, this transformation happening on a scale we've never seen before, really mean for the rest of us? Now that's something to think about.